Have you ever looked at a thriving, bustling natural landscape and just wondered, how on earth does this place actually survive? Well, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, in this explainer, we're going to dig into the hidden mechanisms, the literal unseen engine that sustains one of Africa's most fascinating ecosystems, Amboseli National Park in Kenya. Okay, picture this. Imagine a line of massive elephants slowly emerging from the thick morning haze. You've got these tiny, playful calves keeping perfect pace right alongside their towering older relatives, all marching purposefully toward a marsh. It's an amazing sight, right? And scenes exactly like this unfold every single day in Amboseli. Now, a single adult elephant can gulp down up to 50 gallons of water in a day. That's a lot of water. So how does a notoriously dry, dusty plain keep a whole family of these giants hydrated? What is keeping this picture alive when everything around it is just incredibly dry? The answer is absolutely mind-blowing, and it's happening right beneath their feet.
Section 1. Kilimanjaro's Hidden Springs. The plot twist beneath the surface.
So to really wrap our heads around how these daily wildlife scenes are even possible, we actually have to look underground. The true engine powering this landscape is completely invisible if you're just walking on top of it. I mean, get this. Amboseli gets barely over a foot of rain an entire year. It is a harsh, really unforgiving terrain. But then, right in the middle of it all, you have these incredibly lush, permanent wetlands. Without some massive river flowing directly into the park, having permanent wetlands out there feels, well, almost impossible. It's a total paradox.
But nature is incredibly clever. The solution to this puzzle is basically a masterpiece of natural engineering. It actually starts miles and miles away, way up high, with meltwater from Mount Kilimanjaro. Instead of flowing over the ground, all that water sinks deep down into this really porous volcanic rock left over from ancient eruptions. Basically, this rock acts like a giant underground sponge and filter system. Eventually, it bubbles up right inside the park as these gorgeous, crystal-clear springs. These springs keep the wetlands completely vibrant and alive, even when the plains around them are just bone dry. It is literally a lifeline delivered right through the earth itself.
Section 2. A thriving ecosystem. Beyond the marsh.
Now, this hidden water source doesn't just stop at the water's edge. It kicks off a massive ripple effect that perfectly partitions the entire landscape. Right in the wetlands, you've got your heavy drinkers, the thirsty herbivores like buffaloes, hippos, and, of course, those elephants we talked about earlier. But that underground moisture also pushes outward to support these beautiful acacia woodlands and open grasslands. And why does that matter? Because those slightly drier zones provide the absolute perfect cover and hunting grounds for apex predators like lions and cheetahs. It's crazy to think about, but one hidden geological quirk, just water filtering through old volcanic rock, literally dictates the lives and locations of everything from a massive hippo to a sprinting cheetah.
Section 3. Generations of research, the living laboratory. Because those volcanic springs almost never run dry, Amboseli rarely goes through those devastating complete die-offs you see in other arid regions. It's incredibly stable. And that stability made the year 1974 a massive turning point. That's the year Amboseli was officially established as a national park. Pretty quickly after that, it became this globally recognized hotspot for long-term wildlife studies, especially Cynthia Moss's famous Amboseli Elephant Research Project, which started tracking families right around that same time. When a landscape is protected and actually has reliable water, generations of animals can stick around, thrive, and be observed without constant disruption.
And for decades, scientists haven't just been out there doing head counts. They've been following the exact same matriarchs and their calves year in and year out. They've painstakingly documented some incredible things, like complex mourning rituals, really intense family loyalties, and these amazing spatial memories that span decades. It's those memories that allow the matriarchs to guide their families right back to these specific volcanic springs during the absolute worst droughts. By watching the same families interact around the same springs for so long, researchers have been given this profound window into one of the animal kingdom's most brilliant minds. It's a huge testament to the power of continuous, patient observation.
But all this meticulously gathered data does a lot more than just prove how smart elephants are. It actually provides hard, undeniable evidence that we need for broader conservation efforts. Think about it. The water starts all the way over in Tanzania at Mount Kilimanjaro, and then it bubbles up in Kenya at Amboseli. This is one giant, sprawling, shared ecosystem. All that generational data proves exactly why cross-border conservation is an absolute non-negotiable. You literally cannot protect the elephants in Kenya without fiercely protecting the mountain's watershed in Tanzania. The whole thing is completely connected.
So as we wrap up this explainer, it leaves us with one final, pretty profound question. If an elephant's memory truly spans generations, what exactly will they remember of our conservation efforts tomorrow? It really makes you think, doesn't it? The unseen engine of Amboseli, the volcanic rock, the hidden meltwater, those thriving wetlands. It's all supporting a living legacy of brilliant animals who genuinely remember the past. Ultimately, it's our responsibility to make sure their memory of us is a legacy of protection and care for this unbelievable shared ecosystem. Keep seeking out the unseen engines that power our natural world, and thanks so much for joining me.